Hello everyone, it is me, Yi King, and today we're back for an unboxing. Today's unboxing we got from Transformers, Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy, Transformers Kingdom. This, specifically the Tricranius Beast Power Pack. Oh yeah, this is the Deluxe class. Okay, good, Deluxe class Tricranius Beast Power from specifically Transformers Kingdom, but it's part of the trilogy. So I said you have another Kingdom figure. The only ones I got in my collection besides this is Core Class Megatron and Core Class Optimus. At least me remembering that would be another one I have and I'm just forgetting. I have a lot. But yeah, apparently this pack was a post-con exclusive, so I was able to get this via Primo Toys, which is also where I got my H-Addiction Slug and Slog. I forgot to mention them in their videos. Not sponsored, just saying where I got those from. Because I thought that would be a one-time stop, so I guess that's why past me didn't think it would be good to mention. That and also I just was really excited to pop them open. But since I'm still excited to open this up, I can remember now. Yeah, I got this along with H-Distinction Slug, the Slug 2-pack and the Slog pack, all from Primo Toys, not sponsored. Just saying where I got those three from. But yeah, pretty cool going in the box. It's a little bit different than the Generation Selects box in the Wolf Cybertron trilogy. Because all it was like a spray paint Allbot logo with a couple of numbers, probably the product number of the figure. But this one is a little bit different, so it actually came out of the box. So it shows a Maximal symbol because this figure is actually a Maximal. It's not just because, oh, it's an animal. But no, this is actually a Maximal. Yeah, but going over the front, top, back, side. What does this say? Oh, it just does the product information. And then we go back here, barcode and authentic, name, and what's included is 19 is one figure, 19 accessories, instructions. It's not because it's a figure that's like very accessory heavy. It's because it's kind of a support pack. Cause well, I was able to open it. But I was careful in the shop. Also made by Hasbro HSA Plus. But I'm actually really excited to have this pack. A, because the figure looks nice, but B, it also comes with something that really helps me out in the future. And I made sure it was sealed. Ooh, look at that. That's actually pretty nice. Let's see if I can do this right. Ta-da! Actually, let's take a look at that. That's killer right there. But yeah, that's like a killer piece of art right there. Because usually Generation Select is just bland. But since it's, at least from what I understand, it's a post-con exclusive. Now I fill up in text if I was wrong. If not, then I won't fill up in text. But yeah, this is like really cool. If I was a person who threw out boxes, I would have just cut this part out and hung it up somewhere. But I do keep it around in case I have to move around the figures. So it's just easier than chucking them in a big box, hoping praying they don't get destroyed. But going down there, why it is big, well, I'll show you in a quick second. We take this out, I'll show off why, but we can, I'm out of the box before I open it. We can play the counting game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Also, this is a fossilizer, which is like the armorizers, like Shard, Boulder Crash, and my ice one, I forget its name. It's kind of like that, but these guys do the gimmick the best. They've been doing these since, wow, Siege. Yeah, it's called Siege for the first part of the series. But yeah, they had these kind of like take apart figures since Siege, but the fossilizers do it the best way possible. Am I forgetting a piece? Oh, am I? Well, there's a couple I forgot about, so yeah, but whatever. Spooling this up. Ooh, even the box down here looks good. Like, look at that, it's a Maximal symbol. You know what, actually, since the box is pretty cool, I will keep you open. Like, here's a mumbo jumbo paper. Instructions. think you have to take it apart though. Yeah, that's how you do it. You kind of have to take these guys apart. That's fine. I can make it work. And then instructions you kind of spoil. And then it shows what you can do. You can help turn these guys into weapons. Because, you know, that's the point of fossilize. It's supposed to be like armorizing you guys with dino bones. But that's pretty cool. Well, here's the figure out. I would say I have to clean up, but since it's in the box, I don't actually have to clean up. I know it's not in frame, but it's because we gotta do something else. Because we got this. It's kind of part of the selling point for me. Like, I like the figures as is, but this just helps sell it to me even more. Something I've been really wanting since I've been collecting. I know it sounds stupid, but if you don't have it, you kind of want it. I will be keeping this box though, but so we can admire it real quick. Boom, 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 and boom. But we finally have blast effects, so now I can have my toys look cool. Ooh, that has a strong plastic smell. Oh, I get it. You're supposed to like break it down and get it ready, then you can build it together, I think. Oh no, it only takes 12 steps. That actually tells you how to go between different modes. I did not realize that. Yeah, pretty cool. Wow, this one's already warped. But yeah, apparently the blast effects, apparently they come from Jetfire, Omega Supreme, and not Superion, and Skylinks. There's supposed to be a mix of them. But yeah, it kind of stinks because, you know, you should get, I mean, I have sound blast effects. Like, I have my Cyber Galvatron and my Megatronus, but those are kind of more like just effects. These ones actually help with blasters. Yeah, okay. I can work with that. Well, they're just kind of different effects, so you can, like, just, like, plug them differently together, and you can make different effects. See? Make little impacts or whatnot. And, ooh, this one looks nice. Yeah, this one's supposed to be like a spiral beam, which is pretty cool. Are you connected together? You might be, but I don't know. Oh, are you? No, I don't think you are. But yeah, pretty cool. I really like these. I'll keep them in here, so that's nice and safe. But now we can go over the figure Tricranius. So it does use the Ceratopsian fossilizer mold. I forget its name, but I know it's like the one they use for that. It's actually like a Styracosaurus, Styracosaurus. I forget the name, but I know what it looks like. But I thought in text how it's pronounced. Well, I think it is a Styracosaurus. But yeah, the head's pretty heavy, so you can take off the horns and use blast effects, but if you want to do the middle horn, it doesn't work because it's more of a square horn than a circle horn. But the ones up here are circle horns, so you can do that. But yeah, pretty cool. Oh, do you have a visor? Oh, that's cool. You have a visor. I didn't realize that. But yeah, pretty cool. It's just like a magma Triceratops. So there's more killer about that. I mean, it might be a bit of bias because Triceratops is my #1 favorite dino. So I think that's kind of helped sell it because it's a Triceratops. So I think I mean, I probably still would have picked it up even if Triceratops wasn't my favorite dino because the deco just looks cool and I still would have picked it up for the blast effects. But I think it helps sell a little bit more because, like I said, Triceratops is my #1 favorite dino. I wonder if we could give him a blast effect. I know for older toys pre-siege, it's really hit or miss if it's gonna work or not, but from siege and onwards, they kind of had dedicated spots for this stuff to work. So, let me just see if I can find a blast effect that works. Do you work, or is your port too big? I need one of the more bigger ones. Because I think the pink works a little bit better. Yeah, it doesn't really work, but you know, we can find spots later. But yeah, pretty cool figure, I will admit. Here's the back. We'll go over articulation. Want to yep anything else? I will. So going over articulation, has his very expressive ball joint, like very expressive and loose. Arms, it can, the one with the Triceratops head can go out this far. 360. Okay, I was kind of worried like the bicep would have been cut up here, so it would have been limited because of the Triceratops head. I mean, it's probably back in the day. They probably would have done it like that, like limited off at the Triceratops head. This arm can also do a full 360. Okay, I guess you want to count that as an articulation joint. You can, but that might be a transformation joint. It can go down. So this one does up, but this one does down. Bicep swivel. Wait, what's your bicep swivel? Okay, it's not the same joint. Bicep bend. Double bend on this arm because it comes with the tailpiece. I don't think you coming from ab crunch. Legs, they can actually probably get a better. Well, not really. Yeah. Okay, so legs can kick out this far, but you get a better leg kick out with this one if you use this arm. They can kick back that far. They can kick up really high. My goodness. Bicep swivel, knee bend, and ankle toe. These guys are meant to be very expressive because of the whole gimmick, so yeah. Well, let's go with size comparisons. But before I do get into size comparisons, folks, do you want to know my thoughts and opinions on the size comparisons featured in this video? I'll link to their videos in the description down below and the icon up below because folks are curious about my thoughts and opinions on said figures. So first we have from Transformers Cyberworld, Armored Cyber Changes Galvatron, which apparently a handful of the stuff from the first couple waves are getting re-releases because of the season 2 stuff being called Energon shit. So stuff's getting packed re-releases like Energon color stuff. So far only Bumblebee and Megatron look interesting to me. The rest are kind of blah. I kind of prefer the originals over the Energon colors, but Bumblebee and Megatron look nice. So I might pick up the Energon Surge versions. Then up next we have from Transformers Legacy United from the Infinite universe, Core Class Border Crash. And then lastly we have from Transformers Age of Extinction, Deluxe Class Scorn. I picked these two because they both fit kind of the Magna color, plus Scorn's a dinosaur. I was going to pick my Age of Extinction Slug, but I'm like, nah. I mean, probably would have helped to show off another Triceratops, but oh well. Alright, let's get him prepped for Triceratops mode. Alright, so what you want to do for step 1 is close down his visor. Step 2, you want to take these off. Oh, well, before you get there, you want to take this off too. So step 2 is actually take this off, and then step 2 you take off the arms. Okay. Then what you want to do for the next step is you want to put them down here. Cool. And then you want to fold up the pegs. Oh, then you want to collapse the legs in. And then they want you to take these off. And then they want you to take this off. Now you're left with a bunch of nothing. Then let's see. Okay, and then you want to go back to the rib cage piece you took off. You want to take this off, flare that off. Take the tail piece from one of his arms, plug it on. And then you want to take his bottom legs and you want to plug it on. Like so. There you go. Yeah, you could probably make your own Godzilla if you get the other fossilizers. Pretty sure somebody has made their own Godzilla, it just requires a lot of fossilizers. Make sure the back spikes are pointing up. Then you also want to collapse the legs in. Then you want to take this section. And you want the... Wait, what? Okay, no, yep. They want you plug it into this pod right here. Just takes a bit of force. There we go. And then they want you to fold this piece in. That's gonna be a nightmare get out. Or is it? Well, that's a problem for future you to decide. And then take the head and you want to use this connector and plug it in right there. And bada ding, bada boom, you got your magma triceratops. Yeah, it's pretty easy to go back and forth, to be honest. I mean, granted, you're taking out a pod, but you know, it's fine. I mean, it's part of the whole gimmick to be taken apart, so yeah. Pretty cool. We got a nice little magma triceratops. You can use that piece as like a tongue if you want, if you can articulate it well. But yeah, pretty cool. Well, there's a lot more better holes on his body, so you probably like attach blast effects like right here on his chest if you want. And then like I said, you can... Well, in the video I saw you can take off the horns, but the horns are pretty tight. This is clear plastic, by the way, so be careful of that. But yeah, pretty cool. Since this is a beast, we can go over articulation. So, tail, if it dies on you, it can spin. There you got tail rotation. You can't do that besides make it go up and down. Legs are the same. These are the legs are the same. With the Triceratops head, you can articulate this. Make it go up and down. And you can open its jaw up. Actually, I wonder. Let me get out a blast attack. Is there enough jaw room for this one? There's not. I was kind of hoping I could touch this end to make it look like he got a puff of fire. But maybe we can get something else that works. You're a smaller version of it, so you might work better. Nope. But I can like attach it to make it look like he's getting shot. I'm sure there's a blast effect somewhere that can fit in his mouth. I guess the blast effects can't fit in his mouth. Well, this is our last shot. Let's try this one. Nope. Yeah, like he can be like a dead Triceratops. Well, actually, that's messed up. Yeah, you know, this is how they kind of got fossilized. He just went like, And then now you have a museum display. But yeah, a handful of Predacons, a handful of Maximals, so you can actually have them fight each other. Or you can just have them decide be a unified force. Whatever works, it is your toys at the end of the day. But let's go over those final size comparisons. So here he is next to Armored Cyber Changers Galvatron from Cyberworld. Then here he is with Legacy Nether Infinite Universe Core Class Boulder Crash. And then lastly, here he is next with Deluxe Class Age of Extinction Scorn. Yeah, that's been my look at, well, I'll close up the box. Well, actually, no, the box open. There we go. But yeah, that's been my look at Transformers Kingdoms, Generation Selects, Beast Power Tricranius? What's your product name again? Yeah, okay, there we go. Well, that's been my look at Transformers Generation Selects, Transformers Kingdom, Beast Power Tricranius. I'd like to thank you folks for watching this Transformers unboxing. Folks did enjoy the unboxing, give the video a thumbs up. Yeah, give the video a thumbs up. Drop a comment down below. Make this fun video. Comment your favorite fossilizer. I think honestly it's just Magma Triceratops, to be honest. The only other one I think of that I really want to get is the Spino, but I prefer this over the Spino. But yeah, or you can leave any other comment, play those as fast as I can, and subscribe to the bell to be notified whenever I drop a new video or /stream. But until next time, toodles.